On the line is Dale Brown, Head of Integrity at Racing Victoria. Hi, Dale.
Good morning, Justin. How are you?
Yeah, all right. That doesn't sound good. Laws are being broken. The police know about it. They want to do something about it, but a federal loophole is stopping them. What do you know about it?
Oh, Justin, it's been a source of frustration for Racing Victoria for some time, is the roadblock, if you like, in relation to various legislation that exists in relation to allowing police or Commonwealth law enforcement authorities to pass evidence to stewards' inquiries or Racing Victoria so we can deal with matters under the rules of racing. We've been campaigning for changes to this for some time. There obviously will be policy considerations around any changes to federal or state laws to allow the movement of that information or evidence to the stewards or Racing Victoria, but we certainly have it on our agenda and do encourage those reforms if they're able to be achieved.
Look, I might point out that we've tried to get hold of the federal Attorney General, Attorney General Dreyfus this morning. We haven't had a return call from his office. How long have you been pushing for it, Dale?
We've been pushing for a couple of years, Justin, on this front, because as you probably realise, sport in Australia now, with wagering being very prominent in various other sports, and racing's been dealing with that for 100 years, has come to a position where law enforcement authorities' activities now are starting to cross over with sporting bodies' activities in relation to their various rules and participants who may be seeking to flout the rules or achieve an advantage. And the difficulty with that is when these two special bodies intersect, the difficulty is how do we talk to each other and how do we give that information so it can be used effectively in our tribunal, for instance, to prosecute people for various breaches or potential breaches of the rules of racing.
All right, so do you hold out any hope at all that this could get fixed?
Oh, look, I do, Justin, because, look, we are very much on the front foot, and over spring, as you probably saw on many news reports, there are a number of trainers detected with race day treatments and using tubing equipment. We've been really on the cutting edge in terms of having the right process in place to deal with it. I think you can't shrink away from these things and put your head in the sand. You've got to deal with them front on and deal with them as they approach. And I think the only way to do it is to work with the law enforcement authorities more collaboratively. There's no point us giving information one way and not coming back the other way. That's where the source of frustration is. But there is some light on the horizon. The state government has produced the new cheating in sport legislation, which was sent on 24 April, which makes it a lot easier for law enforcement bodies then to use charges which relate to sporting activities, not trying to turn the Crimes Act into a sporting offence, which is, as you know, very difficult to do.
All right. Now, look, just in case you didn't know, up north in that place called Sydney, there's this millionaire guy had a little fight with a trainer.
Yeah.
And it all got sorted out yesterday. Do you think it did any damage to racing in Victoria?
Oh, look, Justin, I think from time to time there's a lot of passion in racing and a lot of colourful characters and a lot of interesting people. And I think, you know, in the day of competition, these things arise and they get dealt with by racing. As long as they're dealt with transparently, at the end of the day, we move on.